Okay, we are going to start working on our pirouettes, and we're going to start at the bar. All of our technique when it comes to pirouettes really does start at the bar. You can use the back of a chair, you can use the side of a wall, you could even, if you have something like an exposed staircase, anything that will give you support, that can support your body, is very important. So, okay, so working on our technique here at the bar, or behind the chair, or wherever you are, we want to make sure that we are beginning in first position. So Maddie, begin in first position as she is, and she is going to start by working on her core. So your core is going to be your center for your pirouette. So it's very important that we make sure that we have a very strong core. So when we do this, we want to make sure to put your arm up. Hold on a second, thank you. And I want you to tuck your stomach in, push your stomach in. And she's going to tuck her stomach in, so she's going to come from a position of here to here. But if we look at it, we come from here, and we want to think about our tailbone going down and our stomach coming in. And if we feel, we should have an engaged core. So from here, where we're relaxed, to engaging your core here. So relaxed and engaging here. Can you show us that, Minnie? Relaxed and engaged. Good. And if we see, it's not just her stomach that comes in, but her tailbone also goes down. That's very, very, very important. A second thing we want to make sure is that we have good posture. If we have posture like this and then we bring our arms up, if we notice our shoulders are arched, we're not going to have the center that we need. We're going to fall over in our turns. We might fall out of our turns. It's very important that we have good posture. It will lend itself to having a very strong core. So Maddie, I'm going to have you roll your shoulders from forward to back and hold. And you're going to hold right here to have good posture. Now, while you're here, tuck your tailbone as well. Good. Okay. So here we go from here to here, and we roll our shoulders. So we want to have good posture so we are all set and ready to go. So even when you have your arms up, you really, really want to think about keeping everything tucked. So, second thing. Okay, another thing that's very important with all of our turns that sometimes gets a little overlooked is our turnout. We want to make sure that we never let our foot turn in, but we want to keep it turning out. By letting our foot turn in, we can fall over and fall out of our turn, which we don't want to do. So, working on our turnout, it's important to remember that our turnouts initially come from our hips. They do not come from our feet. They do not come from our knees. They come from our hips. Our turnout originates from our hips. So, Maddie is showing here her turnout. Now, could you turn your feet in? So, that's extreme. Just go, just a really slanted feet. Good. Okay, so now if I say to Maddie, turn your feet out, the turnout will start from her hips. So that's very important, is that your turnout comes from your hips. So you're here, and you open it up to here. So you want to make sure that it's coming from your hips. There are lots of good exercises that you can do for muscle building that can actually help with your turnout. And also, really important thing is just to stretch. So it's very good if we stretch. Now, something that's important to note, looking at her, don't move, this is good. Looking at her turnout here, her feet are very, very, very wide out to the side. A very important thing to note is we don't want to have our knees pointing forward and our feet pointing out. That means we've gone too far in our turnout. Okay, so we want to keep everything in line. Our lines are incredibly important when it comes to pirouettes. If we are off on our line at all, we might fall over. Okay, so fix your lines here, Maddie, so that your feet are in line with your knees. Your turnout's a little too far. Okay, good. Okay, so turnout is another important thing that we need to work on. Good. Our lines are very important here. We want to have a nice straight line so that we have a center for our turn. So from here, we're going to practice some bar warm-ups, which you can do just on your own. They're very helpful to get your body used to a certain way of moving, but it can also start to build muscles that maybe you haven't used before. So it's important to build that. So we'll do some exercises here at the bar to help engage your core and work on keeping it from moving. Really, really focus on allowing your core to be your center and your core to remain and keep that form no matter what your bottom half is doing. Okay? So we are going to start our feet in first. Maddie, I'm going to have you tandem your right foot forward. And I'm going to have you bring your right arm forward to first position. And I want you to raise your right foot up and lower it down. And raise it up and lower it down. And I want to go a little faster. Ready? I'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. One for each count. All right, so here we go. Our right foot is tandued forward. And we're going to raise one for each count. All together. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Raise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, slow down a second. Good. Do you feel how you're kind of moving just a little bit here? Good. Okay, so engage your core nice and tight. Really, really, really focus on engaging that core. Here we go. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Whoop. Sorry, we'll keep going. Try that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, now out to the side. Again, we want to keep our center here. Sometimes what happens is we go here and we're good because we're fine with our center here, but then we go out to here and we start to fall. So we want to make sure that our center is engaged no matter where our foot may go, that we keep our center the whole time. We want to make sure we really are engaged here. Good. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Careful, careful. Another thing we want to make sure is that we don't let this start to happen. And then we start trying to try to hold all of our body weight over here. Remember, when we're here and we have our center, no matter what this leg is doing, we want to make sure that our core is not moving. As we do more warm-ups, you will see more and more that there are certain things like passes where this probably shifts a little bit and maybe it comes a little left off balance. Okay. Okay, so doing it from the left, again, we want to remember everything. So we want to remember tucking our tailbone, bringing in our core, keeping our posture, and we want to make sure that we are not off-centered or not angled here. So if you need to look in a mirror and see where you are when you do just even your first position, when we're doing a passe, when we're doing anything, if you need to look in the mirror. If you want to put 2 stickers on your hip bones so you can actually see where your hips are, that's a good idea too. And make sure that we're also focusing on our turnouts, and our turnouts come from our hips. Okay, ready? Time to your left foot to the front. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Raise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it in. And to the left. To the side. Here we go. And raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it in. To the back. And raise it up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At any time, I should be able to come up and feel that your core is engaged. It's very important. We always keep our core engaged. Good. Okay. Go back. Do those exercises as many times as needed. We're going to move on to another exercise, one that we know very well and we hopefully do very often. We are going to do a grand plie. They're actually very helpful when it comes to your core. So something that we tend to do in a grand plie is when we go down, we do something like this. We bend up and then we come down because it's what's comfortable, and it is what's comfortable. We need to remember and we need to be thinking about keeping our core engaged. So when we go down, our core does not move. Okay, this is a really, really good way to practice keeping your core from moving, and see what it feels like. When you do these exercises and you say, okay, I'm not moving, make note of what your core feels like. Make note of what you need to do to make sure that your body doesn't move, because that engaging of your core and that form is what you need to do when you're doing a pirouette. And that's very important because a lot of times we'll get into the habit of doing our pirouettes and we forget our form and we kind of just go all over the place. So it's important that we drill and drill and drill the technique so that way once we start doing our pirouettes, we already know what it feels like and it becomes more of a natural form. Okay, ready? First position, we're going to all practice our ground pliés. When we come out into ground plié, remember, bring your arm out. Really, really, really focus on straightening that core. Really keep it tucked. Keep your shoulders where they need to be. Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Ground plié. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Another important thing about a ground plié, this is not necessarily related to a pirouette, but when we go down into a ground plié, we come down, we come back up. We don't want to go down and then chill out there. Okay? So it's a full continuous movement. We are going to have to engage those thighs. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, let's do 4 more. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 4 more ground pliés. Here we go. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay. Go back. Practice that as many times as you need to practice it. From here, we're going to work on our relevés. Our relevés are so incredibly important when it comes